Asthmatic passenger acquitted for removing mask on Air Canada flight, guys. This is IrnieracingNews, May 5th, 2023. This story is back from April 21st, thanks to the Democracy Fund, again, which I've done a couple stories on already, where they help people dealing with COVID-19, what do we call it, COVID-19ism, essentially, with legal support. And so a woman was given a $5,000 fine for removing her mask on a flight because she couldn't breathe. And she needed to remove that mask to live. And then they want to arrest people like her and give them fines for wanting to live. So again, this is April 21st. Sorry about the delay. Just kind of been busy here with some other things, as you can imagine. The judge finds the passenger's actions were proportionate to the situation. She actually had to go to court for this. How ridiculous. This world is so ridiculous. I can't stand doing the news on this stuff. It just makes me angry. Yes, I try to smile through my anger and laugh it off. Unbelievable. Out of Calgary, a passenger who removed his mask after struggling. Oh, sorry, it's a him. A passenger removed his mask after struggling to breathe during a flight to Calgary in July of 2021 has been acquitted of breaching regulations under the Aeronautics Act. Courtney Sailer, no, it is a woman. They made a mistake in their writing. Courtney Sailer was facing a fine of up to $5,000 for failing to comply with instructions given by a crew member after he after he removed his mask during a flight at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. So, Mr. Courtney Sailer. Sailer, who suffered from asthma and anxiety, removed his mask after a serious medical emergency in the seat behind him triggered his anxiety and caused him to feel that he could not get enough oxygen. An emergency triggered by the seat behind him. I'm not sure who was behind him, right? Anyways, he did not reapply his mask when instructed to do so by Air Canada flight attendants and was subsequently arrested by police upon arrival in Calgary. Arrested for a mask that does sensor tube. Actually, maybe we can talk about that now on sensor tube. I don't remember. Judge Lloyd Robertson of Alberta Court of Justice found that Sailer only removed his mask when the situation became unbearable for him. He noted in his judgment that Sailer complied with masking requirements before and throughout the flight and found that Sailer removed his mask to recover his oxygen intake and prevent the situation from becoming worse. While Sailer's actions created a possibility of harm to his fellow passengers, that risk was mitigated by other protections in place, including pre-flight screening procedures, vaccination requirements for travelers, and air filtration systems, and the fact that other passengers were still wearing their masks. Oh my God, humans are so stupid! You guys are so stupid! Well, not you. All the other people who aren't watching this are so stupid! So stupid! You're all, not you guys, but they are. You're all wearing masks. You're all vaccinated. Oh, my RV just shook. That was weird. Was that just me shaking it? People hear me yelling outside. They are required to be vaccinated to be on the plane at this time. There is an air filtration system sucking the air and replacing it and filtering it in the plane. Everyone's required to wear masks. Why are they afraid? What possibility of harm to the other passengers? And now I'm just yelling. Sorry, guys. Luckily, you don't pick up too much. Oh, wow. Judge Robertson described the situation as a joint failure of communication. Sailer communicated with the flight crew about his breathing problems, but could have done in a more meaningful way. He was focused on his breathing to the exclusion of all else. As for the flight crew, they failed to question Sailer about his medical situation or meaningfully engage with him. As Justin Robertson observed, they only communicated the command of to remask. Remask! 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 That's all they know that's only the words these idiots can say. Sailer was represented by TDF, again, the Democracy Fund, funded lawyer Sean Milakchian. Wow. Anyways, also, just for a little blurb, you can help this cause and other causes and fight against unconstitutional mandates, laws, and government overreach by making a tax-deductible donation to support the Democracy Fund. The Democracy Fund was founded in 2021, is a Canadian charity dedicated to constitutional rights and advancing education and relieving poverty. The TDF promotes constitutional rights through litigation and public education. The TDF supports access to justice initiatives for Canadians whose civil liberties have been infringed by government lockdowns and other public responses to the pandemic. Well, obviously they can use some more help, because I did email them and they responded that they were going to forward it to their legal team, and that was back like April 10th or 11th, and I've heard nothing. So obviously, because I don't have criminal charges, they don't have enough people to help me. Anyways, Marcel Irnieracing News, May 5th, 2023. That was hard to get through that story. Ugh.